welcome back to the online family program coming to you from the Sunshine Coast Health Center. My name is Sarah, and this is a 4-part series about worrying. So this is episode 2, and we're talking about worrying as a distraction to our own lives. When we worry and we become very absorbed in another person's life, such as our loved one in addiction or recovery, we get so absorbed in their life that we kind of forget about ours. And in some ways, this can be seem helpful at the time because, if we're not feeling very satisfied with our own life, this can kind of be a welcome distraction, right? But obviously, in the end, not helpful. So worrying can become unhelpful, helpful distraction. And the problem is that we spend a lot of our time and energy on this. And in fact, it has physical consequences as well. So we know that worrying can get our adrenal glands going and cortisol and all that. And we can burn ourselves out worrying about somebody else and then lose our energy in that way. Not to mention, ulcers and all kinds of things, loss of sleep. So it's easy to do this because when we're caught up in worrying, we feel like we're somehow having an impact on the situation, like we're being helpful in some way, when in fact we aren't at all. So it can be kind of deceiving that way. So when you really look at it, if you look at the short and the long-term consequences of worrying, both to your physical health and your emotional health, you'll see it's not worth it for the distraction that it provides. And not only that, but that distraction, I mean, we've only got such, precious time in this life, so it's important that you're spending your time contributing to ways that make your life more meaningful and purposeful, and that way you'll feel more fulfilled and probably not worry about others as much. So, and lastly, I'll just say that, when we're worrying like that, we're trying to be the author of somebody else's life, and we all know that doesn't work. So I encourage you to let go of worrying, and we're going to talk about that more in the coming 2 episodes. So I hope you join me then.